Hey everybody, my name is Matt and welcome back to Crypto Kings. In today's video, we have a lot to talk about, including why Shiba Inu slipped almost 30% last night. This is kind of unfortunate and I think you guys would want to hear this. So if you guys are new, make sure to drop a like, subscribe for daily SHIB vids, and let's get right into it. So if you guys haven't seen what has been going down, unfortunately, it looks as if this is one of the major slips we're going to have to face here in the near future. I mean, this is pretty tough. This is a 30% slide from our top with the market cap all the way down now to $25 billion, which is still an awful lot. It's just not quite where we were. And when we compare it to, of course, everything else here on CoinMarketCap, you guys can see it definitely is closer to the top 20 really than it is back to the top five-ish, area where it could have creeped up easily had that bullish momentum kept going. So the question is, why did this happen and what can we do in the future? So the first thing, of course, if you wanted to know why this has happened, is obviously the volume here has gone up a ton. The sell volume has just gone absolutely through the roof, and we're led to believe that a lot of whales have decided to liquidate their holdings. Now, this is very possible that they're trying to buy back in at an earlier price. I would say that is very, very likely, but regardless, it looks as if they have liquidated a lot of what they own. Now, when it comes down to the graph here, guys, there's a lot to unpack. So we had a couple of bullish options here, a couple of bullish patterns that, could have materialized, and then a couple of bearish patterns that could have materialized as well. And unfortunately, it looks like the bearish patterns were the ones that materialized. So when we get to graphing this out, the first thing you guys have to realize, of course, is the fact that there is a couple of things here that show very bearish momentum. And that is, of course, the double rounding here of the tops. This is definitely not very good looking. Any rounded top like this is typically not all that good. A very bullish kind of sign is like a flag with, some kind of bullish staggered kind of movement like this. Anything like this is inherently bullish that has kind of this staggering going. When we have this rounding going, it just typically doesn't mean a very good thing. So that is the unfortunate part. Now, when it comes down to actual movements, we did have a triple bottom here. We had 1, 2, and 3 as a triple bottom. So you very well could have thought that. And of course, a triple bottom movement would look something like this. So you very well could have seen this, saw a triple bottom, been maybe a little generous with letting this slip a little bit more than maybe you wanted it to, but you thought maybe, okay, this is a bit of an outlier and that's fine. You could have easily thought that those 3 circles were just the 3 triple bottoms, and this would have been bullish. That's not the case, unfortunately. So what we have to work with here is the fact that we are working with a reverse cup and handle pattern here, which is, of course, something like this. We have the cup, and then we have the handle, and then the crash. That is the unfortunate part, and that looks to be what we are working with. So again, you have this other rounding here to create the cup, which is definitely not a good thing. Then you have a little bit of an attempt at a pullback, which fails as it fails to pass the 60 line of support, and then it slides down. This is awful. This is not very good. However, this is not a death sentence for SHIB. I truly do not believe this. I know a lot of people out there are probably upset. I really do not believe that this is a death sentence for SHIB. Again, I think it is smart to diversify your portfolio, to have, some crypto in Ethereum, some crypto in Solana and in Decentraland. There are a lot of cryptos that I think it's nice to spread out. So hopefully this isn't the only crypto that is in your portfolio and you're on a total red day. Hopefully there are some here on this list that are making up for it. That's the idea. But when it comes down to it, guys, not a financial advisor, but I do believe that in the future, this will be at some point, I don't know when, at some point, going back up to where it was. And I can prove it to you. At least in my opinion, I can prove it to you. So again, we have a long history here of consolidation at different points. Now, the main period of consolidation that, looks extremely rough from an outside perspective, but if you guys have been trading SHIB and looking at SHIB since May, like I have, you guys probably realize that this is pretty normal. I mean, seriously, 3 months, literally 3 months, man, line of consolidation for literally 3 months. I mean, we held through 3 months an incredibly difficult line of consolidation here from May up until now. I mean, this is crazy. When it comes down to it, guys, any period of consolidation like this could happen at any point. So in theory, if the market decided right now to stop, selling like crazy, which, is possible, if the market decided let's stop selling like lunatics, we could easily watch this, easily watch it bounce between 50-ish and maybe the high 40s for a month. It is very, very possible. It is not, again, the most likely scenario, but it is very possible that you could watch it just consolidate like this. There's nothing saying it can't. This is a very possible scenario. Then we have another possible scenario in which we get some kind of PR announcement or some good news related to stopping FUD. And the first obvious announcement would be getting Kraken on board or Robinhood on board, which we've been talking about a lot here in the past. But any announcement like that could trigger a very short-term kind of drive, and then would lead to a lot of whales, I think, buying back in. So it's quite possible, in my opinion, that Robinhood could drive some momentum, a lot of momentum actually, to the market. Of course, Kraken as well could cause even a small jump, which I still think would be pretty helpful all around. Now, of course, we have the option as well of the SHIB token Twitter account here actually doing something. So the SHIB token account here over on Twitter could easily give out something that creates some kind of momentum. Again, it looks as if we have the Shiboshi's rewards and whatnot, of course, for the NFT. So any NFT related stuff is always good. More exchanges now are listing Leash and Bone, of course. That would be fantastic as well. We have that Tesla thing with Elon Musk taking it, either Elon or someone at Tesla taking it out of the code. So there are a lot of different things here that, if escalated properly, they very, very well could lead to another example of some kind of surge. And that is very possible and definitely not worth forgetting about. Speaking of things not worth forgetting about, guys, make sure to check out Webull, guys. Top of the link down below in the description if you guys want to get started trading stocks and crypto. If you guys use my link at the top of the description, you guys should get some free stuff for signing up. So definitely check it out. Top of the link down below in the description. Of course, you can trade Shiba Inu on there. So definitely get started, guys. When it comes down to it, folks, I am not particularly worried in the extreme in the fact that, oh my goodness, it's going to zero, because honestly, we've been through a lot worse than this. We've been through deeper slides than this, most notably a deeper slide, obviously, in the fact from May, we went all the way from 35 all the way down to 8. So we went literally, down to one quarter of where we were. This is definitely not as bad of a slide in comparison. I definitely do believe that there is too much money in this. There are too many people in this, and there is too much opportunity here for growth that I do believe that at some point people will eventually ape back into this with ease. I do believe that's going to happen. I don't believe that will be, today or tomorrow. It's hard to tell without any specific bullish sign, without any specific, bull flag, but definitely possible to happen. When we check the Fibonacci retracement, you guys can see, of course, we are taking a look at the lines of the most recent run. So we have the high here at 72 and the low here at 53, and you guys can see it just completely manages to not do anything with this line, because the 38.2% line here, which was acting as resistance, it retests twice, fails on the retests, and then heads back down. And unfortunately, there's just not much we could do here because of that retesting not being successful. So had that retesting been more, successful and we were able to push up into the 60s, that would have been great. We probably could have stayed there. But the tough part here, man, is that this cup and handle pattern worked literally perfectly according to the way you would find that if you looked it up online or whatnot. And this sort of movement here, as unfortunate as it is extremely accurate to the way that works. So with that being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more daily SHIB vids. Join my Discord, top of the link down below in the description. Would love to have you guys there. That being said, guys, my name is Matt. I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.